And that way you can't get the wave shine, so like sometimes the DI way it's kind of hard to follow up on. Okay. But yeah. Anyway, well now that MIDI's here, we can go ahead and move on to the actual analysis. And I can mute the music as well. Okay. Yeah. All right. So here we are. I watched very little of this last night, just to kind of give it a feel. And like I know you said that you like I could skip game one, but like I'm pretty sure I should go over it a little bit at least because I saw a few things that like aren't just talking about, you know, double aerial on the platform. So let's see. Okay, here, first thing I would say, this is kind of just a position you have to get used to. So here you don't really have to be afraid of Falco coming down with an aerial, right? Because like the fastest way he can get aerial out right now is to either like run off and down air or like to do a shield drop. Basically you have enough time to go right here. That's gonna be the annoying part of not going full screen. Basically right here, he can go here and here for like his, you know, basically what he's going to threaten, right? And usually the reason why it's not like something like this is because he just got hit by a move, and basically it would take him so long to try and like run all the way over here and threaten this area, right? So really, the only threat range you're thinking about is this one right here. So basically, if you stay right here, then you're going to be pretty safe from pretty much anything that he does. And even if he does decide to try to move over here and come down with down air, that's going to take a while, so you can just react and then like move over here if you need to. And the reason why I'm even bringing this all up is because you shield here, and you just don't have to. And especially, right, if you already started moving towards this direction to stay outside this range, you would again react to him being up here, and then you can instead, you know, realize that his threat range is something like this. Well, actually, this one's a little too far. Like, once he's over here, he has no double jump, so his depth is really limited. So this area becomes a lot safer, and once he does come down with his aerial, right, you would have been able to whiff punish it here. I guess also you could have, in this spot, basically, it's only because you shielded, you just limited yourself super duper hard, and like, maybe you didn't even have to like move over here necessarily. You could have like stayed over here and dash dance grabbed him whenever he came down. But basically this shield was unnecessary, and instead you should be using your movement to like counter like this back, or to counter his counterattack, I guess. In fact, probably what I would do is I would dash here first. I would dash this direction. And then once I saw him double jumping, then I would just move backwards again and then be outside. Because usually when they double jump, they have to fall like in this like little area, just because it's annoying to fall through the platform and come down with an aerial, because you have to like hold down, and then once you're past the platform, then you can do the aerial, and it's just like annoying. So a lot of people just become lazy and they just fall down here instead, and that's why it's pretty easy to just be outside the range of whenever someone comes down with an aerial like that. And that way you don't have to be stuck in shield here and be scared. Anyway, the falling up air, like I'm going to point this out a few times, like this is like to punish whisk. It's like, not at this percent. You basically shouldn't do it at this percent. Like it only becomes like really good at like the 40s, I want to say, because you can get crouch canceled still. Like they might arms attack it, or like it might just get true ASDI down, but you just prefer drill, and drill would have been the shine, because up air you have to be inside them, but drill, like, but you just need your tip of the foot, so you won't have to worry about like barely getting hit by the shine like that. Here you just got to DI a little bit better. You know, this is something you can. This is the small tiny thing that can help with your DI, but like since he's right here, it's very hard for him to cross you up. So like once you see him like this, you just hold left, because he hits you on the right side of you, right? So DI away would be left. So, you know, just something to pay attention to if you can. Okay, this worked out. Let's see, could I? Yeah, I guess dashing back was a little bit scary. So this is the time where the falling up air works here because he's already airborne, right? But it's just still scary whenever you go for the falling up air. I think that the perfect world shit is like, oh, you do up air when you think you're gonna hit them out of the air, and you do down air when you think you're gonna hit them on the ground. And sometimes it's really hard to tell. But either way, like that's me going a little bit too micro. Like it was good of you to preemptively do the full hop here to like read the approach. Like that's kind of how you play the matchup, especially after lasers. Yeah, just something to be aware of is like the falling up air is not always the best thing. And here, like you just get the regrab off the up air. Like there's no need to read the tech. Like this is a true regrab. I mean you get it, but like you kind of put yourself at risk. Now you just jumped a little bit slow here. It's really hard. It's much easier to react with up air on the side platforms because like they're just much lower. Once you're up here, you almost have to hard read it. Almost. I'm not quite sure if like you can still get it without reacting. Let's see, how'd you get here? Yeah, I guess you're just kind of reading coming off platform. It's okay. Honestly, if I'm here, I don't bother with that. Like, the easiest way to counter platforms is to just pay attention to this range right here. And, like, basically if he comes off with short hop down air or, like, short hop aerial, then you can just stay right here and you can stay outside all the range, basically, and you'll be fine. Or, you know, you sometimes have to worry about him doing runoff down air, right? So you can kind of play outside that range instead. But it's you have to think about like if you get the runoff, like if you get the back air read like on him coming off, like it doesn't really do that much. Versus like if you punish him like coming off the platform with like a grab or something, you know that's a much bigger thing. So I would say like in this positioning you should just take advantage of the fact that like he's limited once he's on the platform, and that you know you can basically just kind of camp him a little bit here and bait him into coming off the platform and getting a grab here instead of like hard reading him, you know, running off the platform. I mean, and once you're here, you have to shield, right? So like, you know, it's just another situation where like now, like look at center, like you're about to roll into him, and if he was ready, he could like down air or shine you. So let's see it. Here, he had the right idea. So again, see this, like once this connects. So I just like looked for a laser. Okay, so right here, right? So you have the right idea. You're preemptively like, or I think you might not have the right idea, but like you did the right execution for it. So you expect him to come in, and then you do full hop. And if you do full hop down air or full hop back air or full hop up air, like you do a lot of like aerials coming down, right? If you go straight down, you'll punish him because again, like he's aiming for right here. But your problem is you're aiming like you aimed your move like over here instead. So you whiffed, right? But if you went straight down, then you would have gotten him. So that's how you're supposed to kind of frame your counterplay to their approaches. It's just full hop in place, preemptively read them coming in, and then punish them where they're, you know, just basically jump over it. And it's really strong, especially after laser, because a lot of Falcons are lazy and they just do laser aerial instantly. So that way, as soon as you see the laser, you can just full hop in place and come down with down air or whatever, and then you know get a free opening that way. This was also good, like yeah, it had the good idea here where like you know he whiffed, and then you were just kind of ready to cover like him like either rolling in or dashing in or whatever, but you just like wasted way too many inputs. Because here you don't have to wave dash, you can just dash back, right? And wave dash has more lag than dashing, obviously. So you could have grabbed him. You could have honestly, I think it's because you wave dash that you ended up not even having enough time to grab him technically. Because like I think you might have gotten beat if you tried to grab him. So here, just you know, try if you're reading like a roll or something, because it seemed like you had situational awareness like to preemptively go in this direction. But you just like I don't know, it seemed like you just used up too many inputs, and then you lasered out of nowhere. Short hop Nair. Yeah, that might have worked, but I still think, again, like, you have to think about what you want to punish with, right? So, like, doing a short hop Nair, like, it might knock him over and you might get something, but, like, getting a grab is real good, you know? So maybe, I don't know, just... You have to think about, like, the Nair, how I usually frame it in, like, especially against Falco or like crouch cancel heavy characters, is like Nairs for anti-airing, right? Like if you think you can get a Nair string like off up throw, you get like up throw Nair, 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 right? That's the time you want to really use Nair. Or like if you're reading them jumping out, then you want to do Nair there. But like if you think they're gonna be grounded, that's when you want to do like dares or grabs and shit. Fortunate. Let's see. Yeah, this shit happens. I would say, like, again, this is another small scenario. When people whiff here, he actually meant to down air. That's why he down smashed. Like, very rarely do you see people do this down smash on purpose. And so when you're in this spot, right, the down air covers, like, this much area, so you could actually stayed here, and you would have gotten the grab. Like a lot of people, like when they whiff a move like this, like by, you know, either they whiff a grab or they whiff, like, I don't know, they could whiff a bunch of things, and they're like, oh, this guy's below me and I'm on a platform, I'm coming down with down air, right? So like you could, if you're super precise, you can stay just outside the range of it, and you can sometimes get away with it. Let me see. You might have been able to dash forward. Dashing forward's like honestly better, and it would definitely work. Like, assuming that the down air doesn't come in time, like you could like dash under them instead and like dash sense grab them over here. But if you're perfect, thank you for the photo. Oh, York, what's up, dude? But yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have, even if you just stay like right here, you would have avoided it. But like he down smashed, like whatever. Okay, unfortunate tournament winner. Okay. Oh shit. Let's see. What's the Nair doing? I guess it might have been trying to catch him, like air dodging, like not on the platform. Yeah, this is like a lot of preemptive things, I think, where like here you're like preemptively covering him, like maybe if he like fell straight through the platform too. Yeah, I was thinking more like you would want a full hop, but like, let's see. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, it would make more sense to me if it was full hop. And then you preemptively come here with like the fair too, to like, I guess to read him coming off the platform as well. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see, running shine, where's the positioning? Yeah, doing running shine here is a little bit awkward. Generally, like my rule for running shines, like you do it like before like they approach at all, right? Like I do running shine to like punish Falco doing laser in place, or like if you're trying to catch them dashing in. But I don't think you really do it too much as like a whiff punish like this, especially like here, right? So like let's pretend like you're not even trying to whiff punish the down air, like. Yeah, I don't think you would have hit Falco if he was dashing in or anything. I think this just might be a case of like you're just kind of using running shine almost randomly here. Like I would say you should maybe have like more concrete plans for like, okay, I'm going to use this option to do this thing, right? So like I said just now, like you want to use running shine to beat Falco doing laser, like very lazily, like at a bad spacing, or you want to do running shine to catch them dashing backwards or dashing in. But you don't really want to use it as a whiff punish versus an aerial. Usually, like if you outspace an area, you should almost 100% of the time be using grab, or like just not running shine really. Because yeah, like with running shine, like it's still a tech chase, even though like you do kind of want to knock down Falco as often as you can. But like if you have like almost guaranteed punish, you'd much rather just be, you know, you'd rather much be like dashing around to have all of your options open as opposed to just committing to the shine and like, oh, I only can like do shine at this point, right? So here I would just like, instead of doing the shine, just like, if you just stay dashing and did grab it instead, it would have been a lot better. Okay. How that work? Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. You had the right idea. Yeah, you just, you might have started off the back here. Let's see. No, the input never came out. I was thinking that, like, okay, so one way to make it slightly more consistent is, like, don't preemptively jump. Only jump out once you see, like, the little flicker happen, right? Or, like, when he's actually, like, about to shoot off. Because you jumped before, right? And so that way, that you can just do an instant back air, and you don't have to, like, do the jump and then react and then time it with back air. Because basically, you prefer to hit the back air as you're rising up as opposed to coming down. Or at least it's. I think it might be a preference thing. There might be like another thing that I'm like not thinking about that like might tell you why you would rather do an instant back air versus like do like a waiting back air like this. But personally, whenever I do like a back air like that, I just shine stall and then I instantly jump out and back air whenever I think, you know, or it's like almost a reaction. With Falco, it's a lot harder to react. Fox, it's very easy. But I'm pretty sure you could still react, and you know. If you just did the back air input like here, I think it would have worked. You might have barely missed though. I don't know. It's close. Here, I would say kind of like a lazy, but like kind of good player thing to do here. Unless you have really good reactions, you basically kind of have to rely on your opponent thinking that you have really good reactions. And so here, on regular getup, instead of trying to punish like the first option, like instead of trying to punish him getting up, it's very fucking hard to do that, especially when you're this far away. So a really, yes, this is still the first stock. A really easy way instead to get people here is to just wait for the next option. A lot of people roll, a lot of people spot dodge, a lot of people like jump here. And instead of trying to just punish like the getup, the regular getup directly, it's way, way easier to just try to like hard read them, like to almost threaten as if like, oh, I'm about to hit you right now, and then you just never commit, and like instead you like dash back or like you hard read a roll or whatever. Yeah, in this situation, yeah, I would say here it would have been your efforts would have been a lot better invested in just going for like. Shine, wave dash down, right here. Just cover roll in. Or, you know, or like you can get a little bit closer, but like read spot dodge instead, right? Instead of like trying, like, especially at this distance, it's too hard. Like you don't have nearly enough time. You have to be like in front of their face to get this kind of tech chase. So that's kind of like just an improv. Is like me knowing that like, oh, I'm too far away. I know that I can't get a true punish, so I'm just going to try to like punish as if he's scared of me punishing him immediately, you know? Okay, that was unsafe down air, for sure. Yeah, you could have shot a shield, but I think you went for it, you just barely missed. I don't think that's a good idea. I appreciate it, but I don't think it's a good idea. Also, with this wall jump, you want to do full length. If you do the full length wall jump, you can side B to the ledge, and that's way better than doing an up B here. Entering the Shine Compendium. I actually literally wrote up like a blog for it, but then I realized it's happening during the first week of school, so I was like, I shouldn't go. Plus, there's some pretty stiff competition to get in the compendium, and only 2 people get in, so I don't think I would be able to make it. Okay, let's see your invincibility. What series is trying to make a function from your jobless to do something? But they were doing it a lot early, and I thought I would just right, yeah, right. But like still doing like the wall jump side B is like it's just safer versus a lot of the options, right? Like you might get down smash, but you can still tech that too. But yeah. So when you're invincible, That's such a weird. He chose a really weird option to counter your invincibility. But basically, you can kind of group two options. Whenever when you're invincible and your opponent's not invincible, like two options that people generally choose from. They either full hop or like they jump out of the corner, like either to side platforms or top platforms, or they like dash through you like directly. And sometimes they also wait in the corner. And that's what I just. Oh yeah, exactly, right. And yeah, doing the laser here, just I think it like kind of lost you any opportunity to get someone. But I don't know. He also did like short hop, which is like I can't even comprehend that. It still falls into the group of running past you, but it's just kind of weird. Pascal, shut the fuck up. Yeah, like I just like can't really think about. Yeah, I guess the thing you could have done here is like instantly fall to the ground, like run off, and just like up smash in place would have like that's like the hard read to like beat people like dashing in like that. But it's just so weird, and obviously you wouldn't really want to do that like the first time you spawn from the platform. So yeah, like almost. It's just that he ran through you, right? So like in order to beat people when they're running through you, you want to do aerials in place, right? If you're doing approaching aerials that like beats people like dashing back normally, right? But when you're invincible, again, like they're coming towards you. So yeah, if you did like a nair in place, it would have hit him. So that's what I should have said in the beginning. The short hop just like completely threw off like any sort of like situational awareness that I had for some reason. It's probably a little bit better to do. Yeah, dash. That's fine. I mean, I think going for just grab up there is better. If you're really on point, you could up smash it, obviously, but it just sucks because you want the strong. I think did you even get the strong hit or was it soft? Oh, you got the strong hit. I'm surprised it didn't. I thought it would send a lot higher, but as dash attack, it doesn't send that high. The only reason like I'm sketchy with doing dash attack is because it's a tech chase. But even if he did up throw, I'm pretty sure if he DIs behind, he gets the tech on the top platform anyway. So you might have just like been having to do a tech chase no matter what. I think you can do a falling up air here to like cover tech in place and like still be able to cover a few more options. Like I think up air right here would have been big enough to cover tech roll right, miss tech, and like tech in place or whatever. And like he can only roll away. I think if he rolls away here, you can catch him with grab anyway. So like it's like almost a true like up air covers three options and then and like you react to him rolling away with like a grab. So dash attack was fine. It just I think you could have executed the platform tech just a little bit better. Cover roll away. Yeah, I mean, if you're actually doing this ledge cancel, it would have been fine. You do ledge cancel, but you have to like stop yourself before you run off, so that way you ledge cancel, and you can dash and cover roll to the left. That's kind of hard. That's what I would recommend though to like cover even more options. Here, when you're doing shine turnaround back air, yeah, when edge guarding, you want to commit basically, right? So doing shine turnaround back air here should be going straight up with back air, and your hitbox should be like somewhere around here. Or hold on, let me do different colors. That, and then your hitbox should be like here, right? But if you do what you did, and you do it like this, right? Then your hitbox also, avoids it, right? It goes with you. So that instead of going straight up and hitting him like right at his apex, you ended up just like kind of going away from it. So it's just something you have to kind of realize when edge guarding is that you kind of have to commit, and like obviously like it's kind of weird because you'd rather like it feels like you much rather just you want to land on stage in case you miss, but like if you just don't miss, then you don't have to worry about landing on stage. Here, just barely the drifting forward a little bit, I guess. Yeah, there's just such a small amount of drift here, right? So like, good player thing here was realizing that like you could jump out here. Oh shit, I didn't do that. And it's like, okay, it looks like you're hard reading the shine, right? Which is what you're supposed to be doing in the spot. It's hard read shine or like up tilt or whatever, and then come down with back air. But you drift to the right, and that's why you got the soft tip. It's just like, if you just fall straight down in a lot of these situations, you would have gotten like a much better hit. Again, like if you just come straight down. Okay, scary situation. Nah, now you're just getting desperate. An easy way to punish people coming from the ledge, just shield grab, just like, or not shield grab, just pretend they're gonna shield. Okay, like so many people shield after a ledge dash, you can almost always grab them. It's like almost guaranteed, especially on like Marth and Sheik, or like players or the characters without like a really good ledge dash, you'll get it a lot more. So like Spacey's not so much, but like it's because of people like, you know, coming in with up smash like this that they shield, right? So or you don't even have to grab it necessarily. You should just like, you know, maybe do late aerial to like hard read shielding, right? And that way you might also cover him like not shielding, but just pretend they're gonna shield every time, right? And then adjust it if they like change their plan, right? Because eventually doing an up smash whenever they stop shielding is much better, right? Yeah, here it's kind of funny how this situation evolved. So slide off here. It's in the beginning, whenever like a player doesn't know how to do slide off, a lot of people will counter it by just like, oh shit, they didn't expect to slide off. I'm just gonna like hit them right here, right? I'm gonna hit them as they're falling down because they don't realize they're about to fall down, right? And so you as a player who gets used to sliding off is like, oh, they're gonna hard read me like fall off. I'm gonna go to double jump early, right? Or I'm gonna double jump as soon as I get slide off because that'll get me out of the combo for sure, right? And so the next step is for players to be like, oh, he slid off, he's gonna double jump like a scrub. And that's what he does here, right? He reads you double jumping, and then he follows you. But the way to counter this is to just fall from the slide off, right? And so nowadays, I would say like usually it's a much better idea right here. Fast fall straight to the ground, and even if you can, wave land backwards, right? Because if you fast fall, wave land back, that way if they do try to like hard read you and like come with an aerial right here, then if like they come with an air right here, then you're already in position to grab them, right? So it's kind of interesting, like sliding off and like double jumping in. I would say the noob option usually is to jump immediately, because it's kind of assumed that you realize that you're going to be like you're in a slide off position to where like you can double jump. So a lot of people do double jump like out of fear, but fast falling to the ground is like really viable as well. And like in fact it counters like him exactly going upwards, or like even him hard reading you coming. Like sometimes they're not fast enough, like the character's not fast enough to really cover you doing a fast fall from the slide off. So, and if you do fast fall shield, it's pretty good. What's up, Spaces? Oh, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, I would definitely say like right here. I know, right? Yeah. I would say doing fast fall from the slide off is what it would definitely be him like here, right? And then if you do like fast fall slide off and he decides to full hop, now like you have center stage, right? Like you're over here, he's up here, so you know you can just stay outside this range and like go over what we talked about earlier. Hey, jab, what a move. It's not real. Why, like, jab grab sucks as Falco. I don't know. Word, yeah, I definitely feel that. That's cool. Okay. Okay, a little bit lucky he had time to shield, but like he didn't. that works against Falco though. Like a lot of Falcos when they like just do like get up from like a tech option, they don't always shield, and usually they're like, oh, I'm gonna jump so I can start doing the laser, or like they just jump immediately. So this dash tech's honestly not that bad. Okay, we did it. It took us, I think I was at like 20 or 30 minutes whenever I started this, so 30 minutes to get the first 2 stocks done. Easy. And here, classic with aerial, instant aerial. So yeah, here again, like be lazy against Falco players or against a lot of like I guess Netplay players is kind of the classic way to describe it. With an aerial, you're over here. They're going to try to target you with an aerial right here. That's just what they're gonna do. It's spam dash dance right here and punish them for being an idiot. You just dashed in a little bit too early. Yeah, there's no way that's hitting. Okay, then it never worked out here. It's like still sketchy. Like if I'm playing safe, like I'm just like I'm trusting that. Right. Yeah. After I'll probably like. Yeah, maybe I'll just like do like this game like. It's only another minute, and I'll like try to like not be like insane with my in-depth analysis, but and then I'll probably just go over more macro situations the next set or the next game. If you're really good here, you can actually do Nair Double Shine, and Nair Double Shine would just kill him every time. Let me see, like where were you when you started the Nair? So he had like. Yeah, it's just like a little bit sketchy to do it like this, but like it worked out. And again, like I just said it earlier too, like Falco players like don't always shield and wake up, even though they should. Like they kind of have to. But I would say a safer thing to do, especially if you're like because you were pretty far away. Like it's usually just better like here, just wave dash down, like dash backwards, like catch them, like doing aerial in. Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no. So here, there's just no way in hell you're gonna have enough time to go full hop, back air to punish a side B like that. There's not enough time. So if you're trying to punish wave dash or if you're trying to punish someone's side being through your shield, you have to wave dash out. Wave dash out like, oh shit! I just full screened it. Imagine. I think, let's see, you are out of shield stun. Let's see. Pretty sure. Okay, I think it's here when you're. It's either here. It's either at this point or at this point where you can act. I don't actually remember the visual cue. But either way, I'm pretty sure even right here, if you did wave dash out, grab, you would have hit him. Especially because he starts shielding, right? That's like another thing. Like in situations like this, is people love to shield, so you have even more frames to grab him, right? It's like even if you're not frame perfect or like get a true punish, like you still grab him because like most of the time they shield anyway. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. What's the invincibility? Okay, he does the full. Yeah, he has full hop roll. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you can't stop combo. Like I think you did an aerial instantly. You just like the hitbox like hardly came out. Yeah, you just got a little bit. Like the only way that you can really counter this one is to, like stay on the top platform and like hard read it from there. But yeah, I would say this is a little bit too hard to get. Like if you're really really ready, you could have like way dashed down here and covered the roll. But like I don't think you would really expect any. I would not expect that many people to get that anyway. Yeah, dash attack this low percent isn't gonna do anything. And this is a really classic scenario I find myself a lot in. So down air, it's when you land like way over here. So you're outside the range of Fox doing shine or like a lot of things. So it's very safe to do an auto cancel back air as Falco here because it's either going to hit the shield and nothing's going to happen, or like unless they're really not ready, or they might be able to get something if you do the back air. It depends on the drift. Or so either they hold shield and you're safe, or they jump and you get the hit, or like they shine and jump out and you get the hit, right? So like almost, thank you, almost anything that you do against the back air except like dash forward is gonna lose, right? So here it's actually much better to do dash forward. It's very awkward, and again, like you just kind of have to react to the whole like Falco's behind you after the back air thing and outside the range of your shine. Right, you just kind of have to react to the drift almost, and then like just know at this point like, oh, he's gonna come, or he's about to do the back air. I'm just gonna dash away and dash in with grab. It's either that or you just respect it and you stay in shield the entire time. Like that's also pretty viable. It just probably loses to them like doing like a drift in place back air or like drift away back air, especially since they're behind you. It's really hard to punish it. I don't know what this grab is all about. You might catch someone like doing laser pressure, I guess, but probably not. Yeah, and just like sometimes this happens when like I've been in this situation before and I still can't quite understand it, but sometimes you just drop your shield and I don't get it. It happens to me too. Like I said, I don't know what happens, but like sometimes it just happens. My guess, okay, it might just be like you're doing an option, but you were in shield stun, and because you thought you did an option, you like no longer have to hold the shield button. So maybe that's why. But like I don't know. Unfortunate. Yeah, here again. So if I'm here, if I hit Falco with a soft move, I'm dashing backwards like instantly, like not even like a second of hesitation, right? Because again, you're just trying to hard read him doing an aerial after like a soft hit like this, right? And even if they don't do the aerial, like you're in good positioning, right? Instead of like trying to hard read punish like his next option, like here, like you can maybe do a like full hop back air and catch him jumping, but like really like. Here you can just like stay much safer and just like wait dash back, you know. You don't want to do options like this until they've proven to you that they're going to like wake up with a laser, they're going to wake up with an option, right? So you kind of just need to prove like you need to like just kind of discipline them, like punish them every time they do like a really dumb aerial from waking up and shit before like you like mix them up with like aggressive options like that. Okay. Yeah, not enough time. Up air. It might have been because you dashed. You might have been able to get back air immediately. Yeah, you definitely can't tech chase with like the rising up. I don't think, huh? Or maybe you can. That's hard. Yeah, like maybe if you're really really fast. Either way, I think if you do like a sequence like that where like you're trying to follow up a tech chase by like covering the other side of the platform, like you cover one side of the hitbox, you cover the other side with like a different like a dash attack or a grab. I would definitely pick grab because with dash attack, look what happens if it's DI away. You can't get anything off that, right? But if you get grab, like you have a like higher chance. And it's important if you get the grab. You have to grab here. Because if you grab here, then you have no distance to, or you have like no space to like dash forward and do like an aerial off the grab. So if you do the grab here, then you do have a chance to like dash a little bit, and that's the issue with dash attack, right? If you do dash attack, then you have to finish here. You can't like, you know, finish your dash attack here and have enough space to follow up. That's exactly why you can't follow up off the dash attack. It's because you don't have enough space to jump. So if you do grab here instead, then you can like have enough space if you do as a way to get that up here. Is grab fast enough? Let's see. One. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you had 3 less frames. Cover to cover anything. Yeah, that's because it's at that awkward percent where like they don't really jump that high, or they're not that high above the platform before you have a chance to act. So like you might have to do like instant. Okay, you do double jump here. I want to say like you might double jump here, and then do up air falling down to cover tech in place, and then and second hit only would connect, or yeah, you use only the second hit to cover the platform. So basically, you do a falling down up air instead of a rising up air, and that might get it. But I think if you do that, you're at risk of like giving up the chance to cover the other side. I'm not sure. Let's see, up air. Yeah, like instant double jump up air might cover tech in place. It will especially cover roll, right? Just because of how long it takes. Let's see, how many frames do you have extra though? So he has 1, 2, 3. So you dash back on 3rd frame. But with his positioning, actually, let's see. With the positioning he had, he didn't actually have to dash either. He had time to grab here. So in the situation where I just like pictured, where like he does the second like falling, a second hit only up air to cover this side, I don't think he would have had this positioning. But because he had this position, he could have actually, instead of having to waste time doing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he had 9 frames. So he does. I guess he didn't have 9 frames. He might have had exactly 7, right? So in here you have. How many frames do you have to turn around? Can he keep grab here, or is he in standing here, or is that too fast because it's like not a smash turn or whatever? Was that a smash turn? Yeah. So here's when, okay, if you grab frame perfect, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. So okay, with your option, you could have, like, you had the positioning to cover it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think you could, like, in the scenario that I put in my head. Yeah, you could just up tilt, be lazy. It's not even that lazy, it's just, like, fine to do here. Anyway, we stuck on that situation for quite a while. If you have to dash attack, though, you have to dash attack. So I guess in this situation, it almost felt like you had to dash attack, so. We probably went really, really, like, hard on that situation when we shouldn't have, but whatever. Oh, let's see the follow-up. Dash attack. The bear didn't come out. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have even done. I think what I like doing here actually is like do runoff, double jump nair as I'm coming down, and that way I land below the platform, and if he rolls in, then I hit him with the nair, and then like I'm kind of like in a sort of position to edge guard, I guess. Like I prefer to be center stage in that spot, and then if he like techs in place or he tech rolls away, then I'm already at center stage, right? Like I'm already on the ground, so like I have like time to improv or to dash away if I think he's gonna come down with an aerial or whatever. But here, like, it's just a little bit more awkward. It wouldn't have been that bad, honestly, if we just, like, if the backer just hit him. But you also have to think about, if you're on the right side of him and you do the nair that I was talking about, you send him off stage as opposed to sending him towards, like, the other side of the stage here. Which might have sent him off stage, but, like, a little bit harder to say. So I think the nair would have been a little bit better as option coverage. Again, here, no reason to shield. Because look where you, like, look how high up he is, right? And he's like, here comes another diagram. Like, this is his threat range. And his threat range actually does end here. I mean, he could land on the top platform, I guess, but, like, they're not really going to do that. They're either going to come down here or they're going to land on the platform, right? So, like, you can just stay right here instead, like, without having to hold shield and be safe from everything. And it's really hard to anti-air down air with up air. That's like that's asking for a lot. And you might have seen, he might have did this up air to, like, if he did the down air on the top platform, but, like, still, like, it's a very precise timing to do something like that. And you can only really, like, do that type of whiff punish on up air if they land on the side platforms and not really the top platforms, because the top platforms are just too high. Anyway. Okay, whatever. In this positioning, it's kind of, that down air is, like, kind of annoying to cover. Like, you can dash, like, you could dash, like, in this area and, like, you know, be outside the range of it, but, like, probably not, and, like, whatever. Sometimes you just get hit by this down air and it's fine. Okay. Back air, shine maybe laser. Okay. Could have shined. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go over the situation a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that back air is not gonna do anything. Yeah, like, you don't have nearly enough time to punish that laser at all. So it's really easy for him to just, like, hold shield or dash backwards or whatever to punish it. Could have better DI here. Because again, like, I talked about this, like, at the very beginning, but, like, you gotta pay attention to which side they're hitting you on. And just, you basically use that as a reaction. I accidentally muted it. So, like, you're on the right side, or he's on the right side of you, DI left instantly. Like, don't think about, like, the hitbox, or don't wait till the hitbox. Just look at, like, which side he's on. And here, he's on the left side of you, DI to the right instantly. Okay, it only took us an hour to get through game 1. I will try to chill out with, like, the super macro shit, or micro shit, and just see if we can talk about decision making or whatever. So let's see. Yeah, he caught you with a pretty decent mix-up. It's like laser, laser, dash back, laser. That's your only real problem here is, like, you just held shield. Like, in perfect rolled melee, where, like, you know exactly what your opponent's going to do every time, you could have just up-smashed him right here. But that's pretty hard, and that's only, again, like, with perfect information. And this spot's honestly not even that bad to shield, just because, like, he's so close, so he could threaten a lot. It's not the worst shield in the world. Random side B, like, whatever. Here, I would definitely liked laser full hop right now. You just if you full hop right here, you'll catch him. He does not have, like, the nair will not, like, beat you before, like, you're above it. And then you just come down with drill and you get drill shine. Forward smash. Dang. Yeah, you just jump too early. Usually, Falco's just, like, they usually do the same, like, jump timing here. Yeah, probably right, actually. Yeah, I did kind of use that. But yeah, here, Jill Shine, whatever. And here you just try and stall like a little bit. Like you can react to them lasering, and then once they're done, that's when you can jump out. How would I approach this? Yeah, again, like just try to when you're invincible. Like I think the easiest way to do it is just hard read them dashing in towards you, and just do downer in place or near in place or like anything in place really. And like if you did it, instead of dashing forward, if you did that, you would have hit him. At least I think so. Again, another easy way to beat like lazy downers on shield that are unsafe. What's up, Logan? Is you can just yeah, I did see that, but thank you. But if you beat the an easy way to beat like unsafe like aerials on shield, especially in Falco, is because every Falco player does shine, regardless of if it's a safe or unsafe aerial. So you can just full hop out and downer like pretty much all the time. And you full hopped out. You just didn't commit. And you know what? Yeah, honestly, like you might have gotten punished if you went for the downer. So I might be wrong about that. Again, could have full hopped and just came straight down, but you had a drift to it. It just seems like you're having a really hard time with the concept of punishing them where they're going to be as opposed to where they are. Which is, you know, classic, you know, classic melee player thing. Yeah, they definitely said it like that. There was a connotation. See, that's exactly what they said. It's like, it's not literally even good anymore. It's like, I guess not. He got second at DreamHack Austin, though. I guess we're just going to forget about that. Just going to forget. None of my wins matter. It feels bad. That's pretty good. Yeah, back out like that's pretty hard. How do I count this scenario? Yeah, you might just have to jump after the first laser, I guess. Like, it's pretty hard. Seems like you're going for power shields too. Dash tag is not gonna do anything. That's true. Yeah, DreamHack got. Like, who even went to DreamHack Austin? Fucking. What's up, Tuesday? Yeah, I guess he just jumped out the first laser. Like, whatever. I just say I have more beef with the dash attack here. Like, almost no way in hell it's gonna hit him unless he stands still and does nothing. Oops, I actually muted it. Yeah, and the Nair again, hitting him where it's not even where he is. He's like just kind of off. And if you fall straight down on him, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, falling straight down on him with downer would have worked here too. And here you wave dash back instead of dashing back, so you lost the opportunity to whiff punish. That's why you're too slow. Got to be careful with wave dashes. And you're like almost in the right positioning here. In fact, I would say you just were. Like you wave dash back, but you did. And then you dash back instead of like trying to whiff punish it with that. But you know what, Tuesday, like, So Luna beat me at DreamHack, but like, did he? But I no. I guess what was it? What's the meme? It's he technically beat me. Oh no, it's he technically never beat me because I beat him at CEO, right? So technically, I'm 2-0 against Luna. Or I guess it's just 1-0. You don't count the other one as like it just never happened. Technically, okay, there you go. Hey, you still drifted forward here, but like you drifted back. It's kind of funny. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, La Luna's on the come up, I guess. Here, actually, what I prefer doing, I just do turnaround back air here. So like you do an instant double jump back air, and like you reach your apex really quickly, and then you come down with back air. So he either double jumps to the back air, or he just gets hit by it raw, and then you send him off stage for the edge guard, as opposed to going for up air. Like you might be able to up air him on the right side of it to where like he's just going to like go straight up or go off stage anyway, but that way you just get like more out of the situation as opposed to like only getting the up air and like you can just follow like a different scenario. Yeah, I fucked it up. I swear like I had it right a few times, but also Howard, I think your stream is really delayed, so you might want to like refresh it. Can you see if that S match was the same frame? Oh god. That's pretty close. Yeah, same frame. Well, sick. Let's see the back guy that happened afterwards though. Yeah, he was just a little bit ready for you to come down with an aerial. I don't blame you doing it though. Like I would probably do this too, just because like being lazy and you know, technically if he's ready, it's not very good. But if he's not ready, then like it does work. Again, wave dash instead of dash back, so you missed the punish here. Let's see. Is this another situation where if you went straight down, it would have worked? Maybe not. It was close. Yeah, too far away. Too far away. This is not a true whiff punish at all. Gotta be way closer than that. You got kind of lucky there. Damn, you went far. Did you wait moonwalk? So yeah, if you're doing this, the coverage you want to get is you want to fast fall here and then do the rise and back air. You don't want to go all the way out here, because that way, like the hitbox is just like it's just not even close, right? But if you went straight down, I'm pretty sure, especially if you fast fall, you would have been low enough to you would have been in the right positioning and low enough to hit it. Alright, you're not even trying to edge guard him. Sometimes you can just like you can just like throw out a forward tilt, like downward angle forward tilt would have connected, but oh well. Maybe we just didn't feel like it. And that dash check was really weird. Fucking live. Actually, I mean, I've talked about it like a few times already. Like I mentioned, like too much wave dashing, like especially in your whiff. But like, I think you are wasting a lot of like time doing the wave dashes. And it's like kind of fucking your movement. Like you should just be focusing a lot more on just spamming dash instead. And like wave, there's opportunities where you kind of should wave dash because like I don't know, you want to like go a certain direction like a few times, but like you want to stay within dash. You do like dash, wave, dash, dash. But like when you're like trying to whiff punish people doing aerials, it's usually better to just spam dash instead because like you obviously want all of the active frames you want. Thank you for the follow, M Kim. I remember telling Willie this a long time ago when I was analyzing him for a while, or doing analysis for him, was that he was just spamming too much wave dashes, and that was fucking up his movement, or like his whip punishes specifically. So maybe try to pay attention to that, something like that. It's hard to DI that. It's kind of annoying. Okay, oh, almost ready. Like this is the good like DI to like grab ledge instantly, but like you just weren't ready. You get a turn winner instead. So like here, like this might have been a power shield, I guess. I can't even tell because like it happens so late. Like you're shielding all the way over here. Laser suck against Falco, don't bother. Yeah, this is good on you to not shield grab because a lot of Falcos are they do the drift back to bait you into the grabbing. Yeah, I see. That makes sense. Because he does what? Laser. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Just like didn't challenge it at all. Let's see. Yeah, you can like dash attack this actually. Like dash attack is weird because it looks bad if you miss, but like if he does a side B shorten or like he does like a really bad double jump like this, then you'll hit him. So it's sometimes not bad to go for. You got lucky. Okay, got the follow up there. No. No. If you want a hard read, double laser, just like full hop above it with back air. I don't know why my chat refreshed. That's kind of weird. I hope no one like typed. Okay. Yeah, it just says generic laser in there. Sometimes it just works. Yeah, really far away to do anything. I see. But like you're all the way over here, it's like just not. Especially with Falco, right? So like here's like a generic game plan thing that you should be is like whenever Falco's on the ground, you chase the fuck out of him. It's because his wake up options besides Shine are like not the greatest, and like because it's just because his jump squat's really bad, right? So like because Falco players are dumb, we all want to laser as soon as we can. So when we get up from like regular get up or whatever, like we just want to jump or like we want to like do stuff besides Shine sometimes. And if you can just avoid that, it's really easy to just smother Falco, like constantly knock him down, like shine, over and over again. It's just like completely, because you have to realize, like once it's like a close quarter situation, Falco is just a slow fox, right? Besides the shine, I guess, and like I guess there might be some frame data that's the exact same, but that's usually the position you want Falco in. It's not when he has the full stage and like, because like usually once he's shooting the first laser, he's technically already won neutral in a sense. Right, so if you constantly have him knocked down, then like he can't start laser anything, and then that's usually the position you want to be in. Why did he shine? That's so weird. But yeah, so that's why like here, once you have him knocked down the shine, like you can't like go all the way over here. Like you should be like within his space, right? Yeah, take advantage of that good positioning. And again, here you're just. It's like you seem like you have like the right ideas about like how to space outside the hitboxes and shit like of certain situations, but like you're just too far away. Like you're too far away, or you're using up your frames doing wave dashes instead. And that's why you got hit here. You got to be much closer than that. No. Yeah. Here, let's see. Yeah, I just don't really like going for the full hop here, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I understand why you did it. If you want to do this type of preemptive back air, like preemptively, you want to do it before they jump, usually. But like trying to do it like at the same time, it's a lot harder. Like here, it would have been a little bit better if you just like Did up smash, he saw him jumping and just like stayed on the ground and like again, once he's coming down there and like being like an idiot, you just with punish it with grab. You got lucky and like it worked out anyway, but you know. Sometimes you just gotta really push those advantage situations. Okay, that's exactly what you want to do. See that? Just come down there, straight down. Jab. Okay, you actually might want to up smash. Let me see. I think up smash knocks down at this percent. I don't know it off the top of my head. But generally, I think the rule is that like if the up throw and the up smash are both gonna put them on the platform anyway, then you might as well up smash because it's more damage. And if they DI like away, you might be able to get the regrab off up smash. I think honestly, I don't really know the science behind it. Doing the grab is fine, but it might be better to do the up smash instead. I'm not sure. Okay, dash chin's better than full hopping here. Did you sting out hitbox, I guess? Yeah, just if you did a hitbox, it would be in. But sometimes it just doesn't come out. What's up, Sapphire? What the hell? Why? Oh, that was a really... Okay, so he didn't expect to slide off, I guess. I guess it would have been sick. Yeah, you just did the upper way too late. You have to do... For stuff like this, you should be up airing like right here. Like, again, you should be aiming at the second hit to hit, not the first hit. Okay. Yep. Now you're getting the China shields are now like way better. Swag. I thought you were watching it. Oh yeah. I think I remember watching against Espeon to make it out of fools. Yeah, I think I like barely watched the end of that. I do remember. I think I do remember that. See, that was a good one. You take laser, do an aerial. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's like weird because like, let's see actually. Yeah, that was like a very specific timing and like spacing to for the Nair to beat the downer like that. But yeah, you know what? That's the idea. Take laser, punish Falco. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that was definitely one of my peak tournaments for sure. The only tournament I top 8'd in this summer. Yeah, that's hard. And that side B high is also really hard to punish sometimes. You have to just come down with back air. Like that's the way you punish the spot. Back air, come down with back air. It's really hard to shine it out of the air. In fact, you clanked, I think. Oh no, that's just the background. Yeah. It's definitely tempting to try to... Well, first off, it's tempting to get up attack here. But, like, they're going to be ready. Like, I promise you they're going to be ready. So, like, it's usually better to just, like, tech roll away or, like, something. But here, you just, like, kind of stop yourself from doing this side B. What I would recommend doing, actually, here... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have jumped... I think you could have... Is that the first frame? Okay, assuming that was the first frame, I think if you did forward jump, you could have shortened instead. But you did backwards jump. Or, like, you jumped straight up. No, you did backwards jump. So I think jumping a little bit forward, and then, like, even if you have to go, like, above the height of the stage, I think you could have just side B shortened. It would have made it. Is this the last game? I'm just going to analyze the shorter game next. And then, I think we'll call it there. 39 for 10, so that's 2 minutes, and this is Okay, they're both like about the same length anyway. I'm gonna do Dreamland because I know that stage a little bit better, at least in this matchup. Did you suicide down or you? Dang. Oh, he did. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Whatever. I'll probably know Fountain enough. Rough start. Going all the way over here, you have to realize that like you being in the corner and just shooting lasers is infinitely worse than Falco being in the corner shooting lasers. So basically, by just doing that alone, this decision led to this situation, and that sucks. And even if you didn't do standing lasers per se, like if you did like short hop lasers, I'm pretty sure you kind of would have been in the same spot anyway. So gotta be careful about that. Like immediately start on the corner, but you got out. Holy shit. Okay, good. I haven't really talked about it, but like, this is such a good spot to be in against Falco. Look at that. Like, the only hitbox that could maybe challenge you is like up air, and that's too slow, or maybe fair, but like, that's another like kind of niche situation. I told this with Baskin, is you want to aim at his beak. His beak is a really like a bad like spot for Falco, so that's why this back air works. And that's why I actually had a really big problem with cross-up back air against Fox. Like whenever I was like getting up from an option, he would just do like full drift cross-up back air, and like, I couldn't challenge it. It was so hard to challenge. You have to like up tilt perfectly. Up there, back here. Let's see, could you have been... How ready would you have to have been? Yeah, you have to be ultra ready to cover that, but that could be like a moment where like, if I'm thinking my opponent's a noob, I'm covering the top platform, just like, fuck you, like, I'm coming up with rising back air, and I'm just gonna hope you side me into it, but, you know, you did fine not challenging that at all. Especially because he top and cancel, it's really hard to cover that sometimes. Yeah, doing the, let's see, doing Nair is like okay here. Full hop drill, not so much. Cause you have to think about it, right? So like what this drill is like hoping to like hit is like hit him out of the air almost. Unless you're like, let's see, you think he's gonna stay on the platform maybe? Yeah, I guess like if he stays on the platform, it's okay, but like, it's just. My philosophy usually whenever my opponent's about the platform is I don't care about trying to challenge them that much, and I usually just let them come down on me unless they prove to me that I should like go up there and like try to hit them out of the air, which is like that's like kind of a different scenario entirely. But usually you can just be lazy and let them come down with like down air or like anything and just whiff punish them, especially on the side platforms. Like you have infinite amount of time to punish them, and that way you don't, especially Falco too, because he's gonna come down with down air, and down air like beats everything. So usually just better to let him come down first and just punish him later. Oh, that was weird. Oh gosh. Oh wow. You probably want to hold shield here immediately. So like land on stage, hold shield, be ready to hit. Because like what Falco does here almost every time is do like an instant down air to try to punish you. And so if you just shield it, then you get trying to shield it and it just kills him. Because like as long as you hit him on the right side, or the side that'll hit him off stage, then the Shine and Shield just kills him. Or even if you don't Shine and Shield him, then you can just hold shield and shield grab him instead. But that's just kind of like a situational awareness thing where like you have to, you might have just needed to react to like, oh god, like I landed on stage, I need to hold shield right now. And because you try to like hold down and it almost looks like you're trying to crouch cancel, but like Falco doesn't really do options that you can crouch cancel at this percent. Yes, this is midi's Netplay. Shit. Good. This is exactly. Like you did drift forward a little bit, but like still, like you hit him where he was as opposed to like where you went straight down basically, and that's good enough to what I was saying. Oh, smash! Dang, not high enough. God damn it. Yeah. Cool. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. It's like I hate dealing with this back air as Falco. Like you kind of have to concede to it, which is kind of weird. Like this is the I talked about how like doing a full hop back air out of shield is bad against side B, but it's actually really good against aerials. It's because like again, it's like the cross up. Let's see what was it. So the cross up down air. Like remember what I said earlier? Where like if you hit the cross up, if the Falcon hits you with cross up down air, you can jump out and punish them if they're lazy and they do a shine. And the same situation happens when they hit your shield, but like Falco just has to hold shield basically, or they have to roll and it sucks. That's why exactly that situation works for you. Oh, he's a fool. Rip. Shine grab. Oh my god, I can't believe he got that. Like jumped so high up because he did the runoff instead of the short hop down air. Surprised. Shock. Oh, you might have been able to shield. That's really close. Like that might have been like 1 frame off. Yeah, generic pressure. Again, you're out of position here. Like right here, like there's no way you can punish him doing a relic get up. So like you just have to like concede it and just like try to punish his next option. Actually, I would have grabbed here, I think. Yeah, just grab. Oh, you're dead. Oh, okay, yeah. You were right. You were correct. That shine cover the height that would have gone to the ledge. I'm pretty sure. There might have been like one tiny like spot that could have made him like avoid the shine and recover, but I'm not sure. Down air. Okay. And then he cheeses you. I'm pretty sure I saw the ending of this already. Goodbye. Okay. Okay. I think we went over enough information. I think the big points I would say come down on top of Falco, or like like there's like you just keep doing like these weird drifts on your full hops that like prevent you from like punishing Falco when you can. So like try to fix those. You're wave dashing a little bit too much in your movement. That's kind of fucking with your whip punishes. So and you need to be also closer to them instead of trying to like do like almost like a narrow distance away and trying to like tech chase off that. It's just you need to be a lot closer. Whenever your opponent's up in the air and like you're below them and like you're under a platform, like you don't have to challenge them. You can just let them come down and like punish them that way. Except when they're on the top platform, it's a lot harder to do that. But on the side platforms, like you should not be afraid. And just remember like a bunch of the heat zones I talked about. Like here Falco's coming down, like his zone's like this, or if they're on the top platform, their zone is like this, or like if they're on the side platform, then their zone is something like this. And just trying to remember those scenarios and like, and it'd be a big change if like while you're playing friendlies, you could just recognize one of those like situations like, okay, I'm on center stage, my opponent's on the side platform, I'm going to remember air I can treat like a little exactly right because they can't fall through it. If they're above you and they start the air, then they can't fall through it. If they haven't started the aerial, then they can fall through it, but doing an aerial afterwards is really hard. I know, right? Exactly. So stuff like that will really help make you win a lot more of the scenarios. And I might be forgetting a few things that I said during analysis, but I'm sure you can go back and find some points and some of the micro stuff that I talked about. But yeah, I would say those are your big points. Okay. practice decently, I hope anyway. Jumping habit, I don't remember. I only remember the full hops, like the full hops that like they were fine. Yeah, I just like mainly talked about like because the full hops you did were like to counteract like Falco coming in or like Falco like whiffing a shine or whatever, and they were fine. I think your drifts are just wrong. I didn't notice too many scenarios where like you were on a platform and you just did like aerial instantly. Like I remember like a few like on an edge guard sequence, but that one was like a little bit different than like the ones that I was more worried about. But yeah, I didn't notice anything. I mainly said that like yesterday because I noticed it like in friendlies, like against you. But yeah, I don't know. I would say that's something I would probably just have to more like play against you and see if that's still a problem. Because as far as I know, in those sets I don't remember it, but like maybe I just didn't see it. Yeah. Is that blue? Oh yeah, it's Tamika. I love that show. But yeah. Oh. I could do Quinset, maybe. I'm pretty sleepy already. But fuck it, I could probably do like a more relaxed analysis. I'll ask him. No problem. I enjoy doing it, so it's like no problem for me. I just sometimes have to catch myself for not like going super duper extra micro, because like even if I really explain like the super micro situations all the fucking time, like it's really hard to apply that stuff in game, like especially if you're not really aware of like all the situations I'm talking about. So it's not as helpful as talking about the macro stuff, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I'll play music in the meantime. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just need like a bigger audience to do that. Right. Oh, there's Quinn. Thank you for the 3-sub, or the 3-month resub. Welcome back to the closet, as always. Where... Let's see... I can...